Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is day 4 of the 30-day practice bookkeeping with me challenge. So if you didn't catch it, on day 3, which was yesterday, I found a weird transaction that really didn't make sense. So today I really want to take some time and investigate. I want to think like a real bookkeeper. Remember, we're treating the sample company like it's our client. So I want to try to figure out if I can figure out what the heck is going on with this transaction. So I'm not going to put a timer on today, but I am going to put a stopwatch on so I can pay attention to the time. I don't want the video to be too long for you guys. But feel free to pull me up side by side and we can work in the sample company together. I'm gonna just talk out loud and work my way through. We building confidence, guys. So yeah, let me go ahead and pull up the sample company. Okay, so we are in the firm. Let's go ahead and pull up the sample company. And let me open up my notes in my phone so I can stay on track. Let's go to the sample company. Hit continue. Okay, we're gonna go to the bank feed and look at the transactions. It was something. What was it? We worked our way up. Oh wow. Yeah, I don't see it. What was it? Oh, it was this Tim Phillip, right? That's crazy because I thought it had said 618 or something. So I guess it changed because it's a new date. I don't know. And it's the sample company. But it's still doing what it did. So like the bank says that we made an expense for on June 5th. And then okay. Oh, guys, let me stay focused. Let's go ahead and put the timer because like I said, I don't want the video to go too much. That way I can figure it out. But I was ready, boy. I hopped right in. So over here I have some bullet points, things that I'm thinking to myself, like if I treat this like my real client, how would I investigate this? So let's go ahead and recap. So we have this transaction here in the bank feed, in the transactions. And QuickBooks wants to go ahead and match it with a record that's already in the books. Now, the thing that didn't make sense to me is that it was paid on June 5th, but here on the bill payment, it says that it was paid on 6/19. So I want to do a little further investigation. So to just try to figure out if I can figure out what the heck is going on. Because right, that's what we do. Um as a bookkeeper, we got to learn how to ask questions instead of making assumptions. Like, I don't want to assume anything. I want to verify. I want to investigate. I want to know if the story is actually making sense. Like, if my client was to call me and say, hey, why did you put this with this? Why did you match this with this? I want to be able to tell them. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, let's get to it. Let me go ahead and cross that out since I recapped it. All right, locate the confusing transaction. We got it here. Locate it. Let's go. Review the bank feed. Okay, so the bank feed says June 5th, 2026. It is a vendor, Tim Phillip Masonry, which actually isn't. I don't think they're a vendor. Why does it say none on the bank description? It's so confusing. Um, but I guess maybe they are since their name is in there. I don't know. Their name is there. Like when there isn't one, it'll say select. So there is one here. So he's probably already in the system as a vendor. Um, the expense was $666. Okay, so we reviewed that. What's going on in the bank feed? And let's go ahead and open up the suggested match. So this match is a bill payment. Oh man, I'm so sorry that it does that, guys. It's because I have more than one thing open. It doesn't like that. There's all these things open because I got my notes open and I also got a time stopwatch going. Those are all in different tabs. It does not like that. So let's open up this bill payment. So the bill payment is saying that the payment happened on 6/19. But somebody had to record this. Like a bill payment in the system is created within QuickBooks. So it could be that somebody accidentally wrote the wrong date. Um so okay, we see that. This is the match. Let's go ahead and cross that out. Uh Open the original bill. So this original bill is right here. So they actually have an original bill. We're looking at the bill payment. So let me go ahead. The bill payment is the match. So let me go ahead and cross that out. Let's go ahead and open up the original bill. It doesn't like that I'm clicking off onto things. I'm so sorry about that, y'all. So the original bill, let's go ahead and click on that. Okay. It says that it's paid, the bill date, the due date. So they created a bill on June the 5th and it was due on June the 5th. You know what? This absolutely makes no sense because, first of all, why would you make a bill for something that is due right away? So, really, I feel like if it was paid on it was due on the 5th, it was paid on the 5th, it shouldn't be no bill in the system. It shouldn't be no bill payment in the system. It should be um an expense because an expense is something they should have created an expense instead of going in and creating a bill. They should have created an expense. So really, this looked like they was trying to fix their mistake, I guess, because why else? Like that's the only thing that's making sense to me. So let me go ahead and check it out. We checked out the original bill. The original bill is showing that we're gonna have to refresh this. The original bill is showing that it was paid. It was due on the 5th. The bill was created in QuickBooks Online on the 5th. And when we check out the bank feed, let's go back to the bank feed. And I don't know, like I am in the Sample Company, but I feel like the Sample Company is a little bit glitchy. I don't think that in the real firm it'll be this glitchy, guys. Uh I haven't experienced that. So yeah. So in the bank, it passed through in the bank on the 5th. So yeah, definitely everything looks like it should. The only thing that I am thinking in my mind is that this was just a simple, maybe my client is probably trying to um fix a mistake that they made. Like maybe they went in and created a bill and then they realized that in order to clear the bill, they had to make a bill payment. And that's why on the 19th, that's when the bill payment was made, that because it was on the 19th. So I feel like they should have took that bill payment and they should have just manually put the real date that it was paid, not on the 19th. But let's say they came back in and on the 19th they made the bill payment. That's the only thing that I can think that maybe could be, right? So let's check our checklist to make sure we went through everything. Compare transactions dates. Yeah, the only date that's iffy is that this bill payment date is 6/19. So transactions amount is they everything looks clears out 666 here, 666 there, and in the actual bill it was $666. So everything is mapping up. The vendors names, they're all the same everywhere. um Look for duplicate transactions. Okay, so I definitely didn't see another transaction for that same thing. I definitely did not see. So let's just go through it and look and see. Yeah, no, there is not a duplicate transaction. This is the only one. Okay. It don't like when I click off of this page. It really does not like that. Yeah, so there's no duplicate transactions. There's no memos because this is the sample company. Um, so let's go ahead and clear up this. Let's go ahead and clear this. Oh my bad. All right. Ask what actually happened. Yeah, so I feel like we definitely gonna need to call the Craig, Mr. Craig. I have a weird looking thing in the system. I think I know what happened, but if you can let me know what's going on with this transaction before I go ahead and match it, I just want to verify that my theory is correct. You know, and like I said, I really feel like let's go ahead and cross that out. Okay, we just decided what we're gonna do. If this was our real client, we're gonna ask them. And really, I already explained my theory. My theory is that my client came in and made a bill payment when he should have made an expense. And I feel like this is a great place to come in and show you guys um when would you need to make a bill, when would you need to make a bill payment, and when would you need to make an expense. So um so when now depending on, let me close one of these. I need to only have one open. Depending on what's your scope, depending on what you have agreed upon, the services that you provide to your clients depends on whether or not you will be um in your client's QuickBooks creating different things. So creating bills, paying bills, creating expenses. Now, depending on what you've agreed upon with your client, really. But yes, all of these things are jobs of a bookkeeper. A bookkeeper could come in your client's books and create an expense, uh, create a bill, create a bill payment. So, so I just clicked on pay bills. So like if somebody has created a bill within QuickBooks, it'll come up in here, and then you would be able to go ahead and pay the bill right in here or whatever. Um Now let's say Craig needs to pay the light bill for his office. But it's in the middle of the month. It's July 16th. He doesn't have to pay his light bill until uh August the 10th. But the bill came in today. So we could, if we are handling accounts payable, we could create a bill. If not, our client would probably do that for themselves. And we would create a bill, Light and Power Co. I'm making that up. I'm making that up. I'm not, oops. Light and Power Co. We would have to add a new. This is a vendor. Okay, we would have to add them. Go ahead and add them. All right, we put all the information in. All right, so the terms is it's due in 30 days. Bill date, we got the bill date on the 10th, and it's due on August 10th. Oh wait, hold on, I'm trying to fit. So we got the bill date on. Nobody really gets a bill on Saturday, do they? But we'll do it this time because I wanted to say August 10th. Um, we'll. This is gonna go into accounts. So like, let's. What kind of accounts is it? So, it's definitely an expense. Kind of expense is a light bill. Utilities. There we go. It's a utilities. That's what the account is. It's the light bill. He pays 142.98. We're gonna go ahead and save. We're gonna go ahead and save and close. The light bill is a different price every month, so I'm not gonna schedule it. I'm not gonna make it recurring, none of that. But so when it's time to pay the light bill, we would go back into create and we would pay the bill. Now, if I did it right, it should come. See, it's right here. Light and power code is due in 25 days. If we click this and we want to schedule a payment, we can save and close, save and print. Let's see what save and print is. Let's look at how it looks. I'm just curious. Oh, it won't let me. Maybe because it's the sample company. Oh, let's select the payment. We're gonna pay it with the check-ins account, and we're gonna pay it. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's pay it today. We got some money today. Let's go ahead and pay our bills on time. We'll pay our bills before the time. They ain't gonna be mad if we pay it. Now will it let me print, save and print? I'm just curious. Okay. Print sample. Select the type of checks you use. Standard. Load blank paper. View. Yes, I'm finished with setup. Okay. I want to preview it. Oh. Let's say this check 121. Oh, I did 121. Let's preview it. We gotta check. Okay, I'm just doing random stuff because it's cool to look at stuff. I'm not gonna print that for real. Did your checks print okay? Sure, why not? Okay. I'm just doing random stuff at this point because why not? You know what I mean? Let's go see if I actually paid that bill. Did I pay that bill? I'm tripping. Oh, create. No, wait. How do I get to bills? So let's go to the accounting. That's a good thing to figure out. Like, how do you see bills? I got another assignment for next time, huh? Oh, it say bills right here. Okay, well, we found it. We found it. And let's go to pay because I think I just paid that bill. We did. We paid it. We paid it. Okay, show payments. Now the thing is, why it didn't come up? Oh, okay. Pay from offline. Payment status paid. So we paid by check. So the thing is, what would happen is when the bank clears that check, it would show up in the bank feed, and then the QuickBooks Online should find a match because it'll in the bank feed in the bank details it'll say light and power code, and then it'll have an expense for $142.98 on July the what's today, the 16th, and it'll say it should automatically that suggested match should pop up and say I have a bill that's between this date and that date. that might be a potential match. And then we'll go ahead and verify it. That's cool, guys. Right, right, right. And the best part about all of this is that it doesn't matter. Like, we can just do stuff and it's gonna reset. Like, we're not messing up anything. This is good to come in, make mistakes, practice, all of that good stuff. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go on screen and really have a little focused, quick little talk about difference between expense bill and bill payment. Just really quick. But yeah, did I say expense? Let's do that. An expense is like, think like your client actually bought something as soon as, like, that your client paid for it as soon as they bought it. It's not like an invoice came in or it was a bill. They literally paid for it at the same day. That's an expense. And if like I said, if you have agreed to those services for your clients, you would be the one to come in and create expenses, or sometimes the client would be doing it themselves. It just, excuse me, it just depends on what has been negotiated in the contracts and the scope of practice. So let's just say that I come in every day for my client and I create the expenses in the books to keep everything organized. So it may or may not have cleared the bank. But I can go in and my client can send me a receipt and say, hey, I had got lunch today at Bob's Burger Joint and I paid with my check-in. Um, on my debit card, and I got some lunch. So it'll be an expense, and it'll be what kind of expense? Let's see. Let's say travel meals. Hmm. I guess I want to put it in travel meals. Let's put it in travel meals. Lunch. Oops. And let's say it was for $17.50. Maybe they bought their client some lunch, and you would save in clothes. And then what's gonna happen when it hits the bank feed? It'll show up, and like I say, the bank should say, "Hey, I have a suggested match. We found a match." So yeah, um, easy way to think about it. If let me let me let me let me just say it like this. Let me look at my thing. So, easy way to think about it. If it's an expense, you pay now. If it's a bill, you're going to pay it later. And you create a bill payment when you finally pay the bill. It's very, very simple. Very, very simple. And depending on, like I said, your scope of practice and what you actually agreed on, it depends whether or not it's you or your client that will be creating those records in the book. But it's always our job as the bookkeeper to categorize and match those transactions, and reconcile accounts later. So yeah, we in there. It's lit. So we did pretty good. 23 minutes, 30 seconds, and 60.64. That's not bad. That's not bad. So I'm gonna come out of here and I'll talk to you guys. Let me go ahead and log out so I can get back to my firm. It does not like when I click on another tab for sure. Go ahead and log out here. And I'll talk to you guys. Okay, guys, that's it for today's practice session. We completed day 4. Woo woo, we lit. But yeah, y'all let me know down in the comments if you know, or like share this video to a bookkeeper that you know, or if you are a bookkeeper, please let me know in the comments if I could have thought of it a different way. If maybe there are other things that I missed, didn't see, let me know. Cause like I say, I'm still learning. So just gotta trust the process, and keep growing. Like I always say, every time we log into the sample company, we're building confidence. And, I believe that's one of the best ways to becoming a better bookkeeper. So I'm glad that you're continuing on this journey with me. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments what you like for us to practice next. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next Practice Bookkeeping with Me session. Until then, keep learning, keep practicing with less stress, more clarity, more confidence. I'll see you in the next one.